For every one of us who is here, we don't have the same amount of time to achieve what we came here for. Some of us may take us longer. Some of us, after today, say, if you don't even need the class again. It depends on how sharp and how ready you are. And I've seen that. The people I meet, I work on them. And some of us might take us a couple of weeks before we begin to know how we can begin to at least get from one level to the other. And that's because of what we've been doing before now. This is my 30 years in music. So, yeah, it's 30 years. In fact, 30 years to the glory of God. And all my music life has been in the church. So I can comfortably tell you, I can teach you church music without any stress. Now, first of all, we're going to discover our vocal ranges first. That has always been the problem. That has always been the thing that most choir masters always overlook. But it's very important to know your vocal range. If you don't know your vocal range, you cannot sing on the key that is convenient for you, because your vocal range is what determines the amount of notes you're able to sing from and to. So on the keyboard, you have octaves. So I might comfortably sing mid-ranges, and then maybe from C3 to C5, I can sing comfortably any song that is written in a particular place. But if you start giving me from, let's say, C5 to C7, I can't pitch that high. And if I see people that pitch that high, and then I want to copy them, I will damage my voice in the process. That is why I first of all did that song I just did, so people will hear it. The way I sing comfortably and the way I sound is interesting. You enjoyed it. Not because I was pitching, I was doing style, but because the song was balanced. Do you get what I'm trying to say now? So it is important for you to understand your vocal range. And this does not apply to those who are singing all the time, or those who are not singing all the time. Even if you have been singing for the past 30 years, when they bring you to a bigger choir, they will test your vocal range. They want to know if you know your vocal range. I mean, I've been to a choir where we have so many people who are advanced, and then some guys who claim that they are very good singers. They ask them, okay, so what's your vocal range? Please, show us your vocal range. And they don't even know what vocal range is. You hear what I'm saying now? So they have to start telling them, no, vocal range is from what particular note on the keyboard can you sing comfortably to. So now, soprano has, so to say, voices are let's say, divided into 3 groups and then into 4 classes. So the 3 groups are the mid, the high, the mid, and the low. That is the basic 3 types of, or 3 levels of voices. The high, the mid, and the low. And then you have 4 classes, which is the soprano, the alto, the tenor, and the bass. So in these three categories I just mentioned now, which is the high, the mid, and the low, you can bring out these 4 classes from them. So let's say in the high, you can bring out soprano from the high, the ones that have very, very tiny voices. Then in the mid, you can bring out some, not all, some sopranos who are able to hit those mid notes, and then some altos from that mid. And then also from the low, you can bring out the baritone singers like us. And then most of us that can sing low can also sing mid as well, because I can sing from that low to as high as the mid range. Now, so from there you get your bass and your baritone. And then also sometimes you get tenor from there too. You can sing to mid level. Then on the mid you have alto and tenor. And then on the high you have soprano and some mezzo alto singers. Mezzo, like people like you now. Some mezzo alto singers, they can be considered as high. You see that they're able to sing low alto and able to sing very, very high soprano as well. Now, even in soprano, you have 4 classes of soprano. I'm not going to go into that because you're not dealing with voice classes now. So, but this, just understanding this now will not tell which range you fall in. So most times you might not may not be in the high category. You're actually in the mid category. And then because you see those who are singing high, you think that you should be like them, whereas that is not where your voice class falls in. You're supposed to work on that your mid voice to sing comfortably and do good styles.